I'd like to review interacting with Skies. The next time you log into Skies, it should remember you and your courses. What the teacher sees is pretty similar to what the student sees. Let's pretend we're this student. If you're logging in a second time, Skies should remember your course. You can click on your class and you'll see all the lessons that your teacher's given you access to. Let's look at the first lesson. You can make your menu of lessons appear by pressing the menu button. Here's our table of contents of lessons. Some students like to scroll around using 2 fingers. Others like to grab the screen and move it. However, be careful if you go back too far. That arrow right there wants to take me back to the previous page. So be careful when you're swiping around with 2 fingers. Other students might like to look at presentation mode, which you can see if they double-click on a card. If I double-click on a card, we go into the presentation mode. If you move the cursor to the top of the screen, you can see arrows so that you can go through your teacher's lessons, or you can use your arrow keys. You can make the cards bigger or smaller, and you can also cancel out of this view or press escape. It looks like this lesson has a video, a quiz, and some things that we need to interact with. Whether or not you can respond to a card or do things other than just type text depends on what your teacher would like you to do. For example, we can see from this teacher's lesson that the teacher has given us access to recording our voice and has also given us access to write on top of a worksheet. Finally, the teacher also gave us access to take a picture of a drawing. So let's see what this looks like from a student's point of view. From a student's point of view, I can watch the video, I can answer the quiz, and I can start to post my responses. I could enter text or record audio. If I record audio, you'll have to allow the microphone the first time. And please note that by default, Skies will try to transcribe what you're saying. So if I press record, it'll type what I say in English. If I speak in another language, I should tell it to listen into that language. And if you don't want it to type what you're saying, you can choose none. Unless you are told otherwise by your teacher, you can just leave this on as the default. These 2 things look similar in shape. You can then play back your recording and retake it if you're not satisfied. Save. In this next card, we're going to fill out a worksheet. Some students will try to write on top of the worksheet. However, this can be tricky. Notice that at the top of your screen, when your student is writing on the worksheet, there'll be a timeline. By going back in time, you can remove mistakes. In this case, I want to use the text tool, which is a capital T located at the top of your screen when you're filling out a worksheet. Students can choose their favorite color, and they can type in text. They can also change the side using the capital A or lowercase a. When they're done, they press done. Teachers might leave feedback for your student. For example, this teacher might give partial credit and a comment. So that the student will see a grade and a comment from the teacher. Please make sure if your student is trying to improve their work, they edit their original card rather than adding a comment below. They can edit their card by pressing the pencil. Here's our worksheet, and here's the button to edit the drawing. The teacher has an indication that the student has worked on their assignment, and so later they can go back and improve their grade. Finally, teachers may provide you with links to other resources, like this one on how to draw a dinosaur. Students can make their drawing, and then they can add a picture using the camera built into their Chromebooks or iPads. I hope that helps you get started.